Whoops. That was my phone. Awesome. Day 23 of starting from scratch in a new city with a new offer. Doesn't feel that new anymore, to be honest. I mean, it's only been 23, maybe a few more days than that, 23 days, but it feels like so long ago when I even just started filming these videos, which is crazy. And I'm going to start watching back on them a lot more and just seeing what we did that's worked and what hasn't worked, because we've signed quite a few clients in the last couple of weeks. So I'm very happy with the progress that we've made. I'm keen to do a review at the end of the month and really lay it out, what worked, what didn't, probably get some feedback from those people as well in terms of, you know, I've had those conversations on why they signed and what they were looking for, but I'm actually keen to just hear from them as well in terms of what they liked about the ads, what they didn't like about the messaging. All of those things would be really good for month 2 and forward planning. So yeah, today I actually don't have anything in my calendar at the moment, which I do have work to do, but I just don't have anything booked in the calendar, which is kind of nice. I've just got my tutor in the afternoon. Got lots of editing to do. Seems to be taking up a lot of my time. And then probably just some organic content output. I think I'm still nowhere near where I want to be, but I've made a start, and that's the main thing. Like, just getting started is the number one goal. I won't say I have momentum, but I do have momentum in terms of posting every day and being consistent. So that's tick 1. Tick 2 is actually having something that goes viral or actually gets some sort of traction. So not there yet, working on it, confident I will find some formula. I will find a topic, a formula, whatever it is. I'll find something that will work for me, that resonates with people that want to hear me talk about what it is that I know. So just gonna keep chipping away at that. And then just doing a little bit of a breakdown on one of our new clients that signed in the last couple of weeks. They have a photo shoot coming up and they just want some feedback on key shots, and I'm going to break down a little bit of their website, landing pages, product pages, and just figure out, they have so many products and they have so many different lifestyle photos, so I just wouldn't mind seeing a bit of continuity across the board and bringing a bit more of a branding aspect into it. So I'm going to do that this morning, first thing, knock that over, just because it's a daunting big task to get it out of the way. And then just finished up breaking down this client's website. I'm purely just looking at it from a photo perspective because she has this photo shoot coming up in a couple of weeks. And the biggest takeaway that I will present to her, and something that I see so often, is brands that have heaps and heaps of SKUs or products, and they do big photo shoots and they continually do photo shoots all the time. They have so many different backgrounds, they have so many different lifestyle images that it becomes really cluttered from a UX perspective, so the user experience. So when someone lands on their website, their attention is getting drawn in 15 different ways because they're seeing so many different styles of photos every single time. So one of the best things that I love is just a plain white background with your products. Now, not everyone likes that, and not everyone wants that for their brand, and I can appreciate that, but there's also a reason why majority of the brands do it, is because it works, it converts, and it's easy for people to distinguish between products. Now, there's still an opportunity for lifestyle images, don't get me wrong, like that's how you create your brand. And you know, the hero images on your banner, on your homepage banner, the secondary photos in your product swipe throughs on your product page, all of these things are really important to create your brand. But just from a collections perspective, I've always preferred to have just white backgrounds and continuity between models as well. So this is like a horse riding wear brand. They've got lots of different girls wearing the products. So that's the big thing for me that I'll probably just talk on. So I'm just going to jump on Loom, film it. I just chucked it onto a Canva whiteboard, to be honest. Broke it all down, and I will just film through it, film the feedback, talk through my thought process, and then just send it over to them and just show them, you know, like why I suggest these changes, and just lay it out as clearly as I can. And then it's up to the client to decide whether they want to implement some of it, whether they disagree, whether they're happy with what they've got already, because they are still converting and they still do have a good website. It's just about how can we actually optimize it and make things better, which is the end goal. So, yo, how are you?
Good morning. Good morning. How are you?
Good, man. Good.
Finding what works, what doesn't. I've dabbled in content creation myself, and I realized that I'm significantly better at advisory than creation. Like that's not something that I'm...
Transparency, like my first thoughts are like it interests me, but I kind of need to see what it would look like. Yeah, like,
100%.
Do you know what I mean? That would probably be my first thought.
So wrong people.
That's the wrong people. And so there's a fine line between juggling content that's going to go viral and just bringing people in and getting the volume in, and then actually, you know, every second or third post having something that is a bit more business orientated that actually can have the opportunity to convert people.
It'd be worth having a yarn and seeing if it was an option you're interested in.
No, dude, I like you. I like the pitch so far. I think it's a good opportunity. It's definitely the right time for me. Bye.
You too. Bye.
So that guy just came into my DMs. Just said he had some thoughts on my personal branding and wanted to speak about it. So just literally jumped in the call straight away. Really cool guy, actually, based in New Zealand. Has a full-time job, but he's kind of heaps passionate about social media, growing personal brands, working with founders and also businesses. And he's just going to put something together for me and see if there's an opportunity for us to work together. Don't know if it'll work out, don't know if it's a good idea or not, but always happy to hear people out, especially if they're coming to me with something where I'm interested in and I'm obviously actively trying to grow, which is my social media profile. So see what he says. Yeah, as I said, cool guy. I'm just going to send him back some dot points now on my key goals, which I've already outlined a couple of times in terms of targets, posting schedules, what I want to be known as, how I think I'm going to be able to do it. And he'll get back to me with a bit more information and we'll go from there, see if it works out. So I'm just jumping on a call quickly with Jackson to run over one of our clients' ad accounts. They're barely spending any money a day. It's a tricky product to sell, but obviously part of the process of working with us is us being able to get momentum in there. So big thing is they don't really have any ads that I can ever see scaling, so they're working on those at the moment, but in the meantime we're just going to relaunch some of their existing ads that have worked and just closely monitor them. If they work, they work. If they don't, we'll cut them again. But
there needs to be something done. There needs to be testing, but I'm just so mindful of, like, I don't want to fucking pour so much money into it just for it not to work.
Yeah, and that's why, like, so when you turn those ads off, you probably should have messaged her just at that point in time. Just because I know you did it early in the morning, because when I woke up that morning, I actually looked at it. I was like, why are these off? And then I looked at the history and saw that you'd turned them off, so I was like, oh, that's fine. But
that morning, yeah.
Yeah, if you do turn them off or like do anything, just let them know. Because she would have woken up and been like, what the fuck? So I'm gonna relaunch this ad.你明天喝葡萄酒吗?
Yes.
So I'm just reviewing the document that guy sent me today from Instagram, the personal branding, I guess, expert, someone that's trying to break into the space and work with more creators. Document's good. It's probably lacking a little bit of substance in terms of actionables, which I would have liked to see. So I'm just going to get back to him and say, like, I like the direction. He obviously understands the broader topics, but if we were going to work together, it would probably need to have some sort of, like steps, actionables. Understandably, he turned it around really quickly, so that, it's just an outside view looking in. But in saying that, just from a pitch perspective, I think it's really important to to show something tangible, show like a before and after, show a script or an idea or a specific video that I could recreate, just because that's really shows a higher level of understanding of what I want to achieve by working with you, and also your skill level as well. So that's a big thing that I really include in any pitch, is some sort of free, tangible takeaway that I can provide to them. So I'm just going to send them a message now. That across. It looks good. I definitely resonate with time consuming, but just some broadly speaking feedback. I still I guess I'm in the boat of interested, but would like to see maybe something a bit more tangible.